Right, right. My name is Joel. Yeah, my name is Joel Stone Sagboye, and I am here on interview questions. And we have five questions, very important questions. And the first question is, what are the differences between a landing page and a sales page? A landing page is quite different from a sales page. Those maybe slightly. Yeah, I would say there's a slight difference between a sales page and a landing page. So a landing page is a page that you can find on a website, maybe just a single page that talks about a particular thing, maybe an event, maybe asking customers to sign in for a newsletter, then you get their email, or you're talking about a particular thing, then you just have that in a single page, just provide more information, and customers who would want to learn more about that can sign up with their email, then you continue sending them newsletters, or they just want to book a call with you and for your service. However, a sales page, on the other hand, tells you about the product and tells you how to check out. So during in a landing page, you are not necessarily paying for a product. But in a sales page, yes, we have payment gateways where you can actually make payment for that particular product after going through the information of that page. So that is just a slight difference between a landing page and a sales page. And landing pages most times have a lot of text, but then sales page may just have a video, then the button to check out, then you make payment. We then have another question. Okay, and the second question is, tell me about an onboarding experience you've had in your life. What did you like about it? What did you not like about it? So, an onboarding experience I will talk about is with the use of Canva. Canva is a very popular app for designers. And this is the app that is made very easy, which is basically by drag and drop. Very easy to use, beginner friendly. And no matter where you are in your graphic design journey, Canva in a way complements all that you've learned because it gives you basic design, saves you tons of stress, and saves you a lot of money and a lot of time as well. So I like the onboarding process because when you get into Canva, you have different version where you can design, you have different templates where you can just basically do a lot of drag and drop. However, the onboarding process for them is at the end of the day, Canva is there to make money. And one way they can make money is through their paid versions. So now that you've tested the product, you've seen how important and how useful this is in helping you complete your task as soon as possible. You then decide to pay, which is very simple and very beautiful. It is straightforward. And I love it so much. I love it so much. But one thing I would say I don't really like about Canva, which is part of the onboarding process, is that, at the beginning when they ask you what you're going to use Canva for, your profession and all of that, normally you would think that if, for instance, you say you're a marketer, you used to get to receive more free templates about marketing. You don't. It's just the same. Maybe they just ask you those questions just to collect data and all of that. And it doesn't actually translate to what you see on the interface, which I believe that is something Canva may want to work on. So basically, I feel they're just collecting data and not actually working or designing your page according to your your field. And I feel they should work on that. All right. So now we now have a third question. Why should marketers be involved in creating customer journey maps? Well, it is very important for marketers, sorry, to create customer journey maps is because it helps them really understand what makes a customer happy and at what stage and at what touch points does that happen. Does that happen at the points where they come to your landing page or your sales page or the product page? When they come to the product page, what do they feel? And how do you intend to convert this customer? Are you using a very short method where they just come to the page? When they visit your page, you don't show them a lot of pictures. You just go straight to telling them to check out. No, you create customer journeys just so you can help the customers answer their questions. Customers come into your page with different questions and with different objectives. When your landing page or your customer journey takes into account the questions that they may ask, and you optimize different stages in the customer journey to answer those questions, definitely you'll record more sales. Your return on investment will improve as well. So it is very important for customers, for all marketers, to work with customer journey maps because it helps you think like the customer, which is very important because you're not creating the product for yourself, you're creating that for the customer. So the fourth question is, what are metrics that you use to measure the effectiveness of your customer onboarding journey? Okay, all right. So just as I mentioned concerning Canva, Canva will give you the free trial. You go through the free trial, especially if you then decide to buy, if you then decide to subscribe for your paid plan. But one thing I've said that I like about them, which I mentioned in the past, is that because it is very easy to use, to drag and drop, it allows you to stay on the software for a very long time. So one way that can help me measure the effectiveness of my customer journey, so customer onboarding journey, is the time spent on the particular app and what the customer was actually doing. And the number of persons who have subscribed to our paid plans. So those are two measures, those are two metrics I would use to measure the effectiveness of my customer onboarding journey. Okay, so why do you think it is important? Which is the fifth question. Why do you think it is important for brands to use the same image in all their conversation to the customer and not multiple images? This is very interesting. In a world that is filled with scammers, theft, and all manners of vices people commit over the internet. So people just want to be very careful. If I'm coming to your website to check a product, and then I decide to pay, and the confirmation email you sent to me has a logo of a different company, it creates a sense of uncertainty. I don't feel I trust the website and I don't feel I trust the email. So in a way, it repels customers and makes them lose trust in your brand. So using a consistent image, take for instance, I went to Amazon to buy an headset, a Bluetooth headset, a body headset, and I made a payment. Then the email that I received from Amazon to confirm my payment is an image that is different from what I saw on the website. That automatically will make me feel apprehensive. I'll get scared and I'll be worried. I'll be worried for my safety and for my information. So it is very important for brands to maintain image consistency. That is very important. That is something that cannot be oversaid. This is something that all brands need to take into cognizance because it is very important. It either makes or breaks the trust of your customers, and you will lose a lot of customers, and your return on investment would be very low for the time to which you actually calculating your return on investment. So this is great, and thank you for answering these questions, and thank you for allowing me to answer these questions as well. Thank you, and enjoy the rest of your day. Bye bye.